Hello and good afternoon, everyone. I am Vaishali Aparajit. I am working as a program manager at the Asra Foundation. So today we all are here to learn about Instagram, but we'll give you some background about the Asra Foundation and the Shopmatic, and also the collaboration between the Asra and the Asra and the Shopmatic. So the Asra Foundation has started in 2015. Dr. Anand Deshpande started it, who runs the Persistent Foundation करके एक IT company है. So he started the Asra Foundation with the objective of supporting small businesses and creating jobs. So we typically cater to nano entrepreneurs pan India, and we have created this entire ecosystem starting from information services, expert consultations, market connect channels, access to funding channels, etc. Altogether, pan India, so far we have supported more than 230,000 people so far. So that is about the Asra. Shopmatic has also started in 2015, and Shopmatic is a Singapore-based e-commerce platform wherein they help guide merchants to bring their products online. Basically, they can create a short website for you through that web stores, your customers can place order, shipping, payment, and it also has payment gateway. It can be also used on social medias. So while the Asra works from compliance, finance, marketing, professional services, expert consultation, all aspects required for a small business to start, manage, or grow. And Shopmatic gives you that web presence. So this becomes a good collaboration, good bouquet of services to bring to small business owners, so that the Asra helps them in all aspects other than website or web presence and the logistics required to merchants. And Shopmatics does this transactional side or order management for including website for businesses, and then rest of the things are handled by the Asra. So basically both the organizations are complementary to each other, and hence we have collaborated since last 3 months. The point is bringing you all a collaborative ecosystem, in rather extensive ecosystem, which will complete all of your demands, starting from compliance. So आप शुरू करते हो business planning करते हो, then you need compliance, you need social media support, you need funding, you need access to market, which can be taken care by the Asra. We also help you with the social media, and today's session will be taken by my colleague Sahil Khare. But post that, you also need a web presence through on which you can promote your products, you can display your products, people can actually go through your products and order those through the website, and it is also supported by the logistics support. So that means the order management, the orders can be sent to your customer's place by the options given, logistics options given in Shopmatic. So that is how this partnership is this collaboration will help any small business. Since last 2 months we are working together on various aspects, but this is one of its kind, wherein we are together. So here you can see the Asraka team as well as Shopmatic team. So we together would like to help small businesses to enhance your visibility through social media by using the web presence available on Shopmatic. So this is the background of the Asra as well as Shopmatic, and why we are together bringing this webinar to you. So today we have an expert Could you share? Yeah, all links will be shared, Sally. All links will be shared there. And in addition to that, if you go to Shopmatic through the Asra's webpage, you will get 10% discount on subscription model. And if you go to the Asra services, so there are 6 services: social media management, go online, expert clinic. So wherein you can talk to various experts, horizontals and verticals. We say that means you can talk to your sector wise expert, maybe beauty expert or fashion expert, etc. And you can also talk to our functional experts like marketing expert, financial expert, etc. So expert clinics, Udyam registration, which is mandatory, or which let's not say mandatory, but required and useful compliance in any business, GST registration and ITR filing. These 6 services will be provided at 10% discount cost and to Shopmatic merchants. So if you go through Shopmatic website and then come to the Asraka services, you will get 10%. If you go to the Asraka website and then come to Shopmatic, you will get 10% discount on subscription package. So this is how we bring this offering to you at discounted rate or at and of course with the reliable ecosystem. So today I would like to hand it over to Sahil now, who is an expert in social media. Sahil, over to you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, Vaishali. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this session. Today, we are going to talk about Instagram and how Instagram can be used to grow your business. I know just half an hour or 45 minutes are not enough to talk about this huge, platform. So I'll try and cover as much as I can. There are some services as well, which Vaishali just spoke to you about, and we are going to discuss about them in the end, at the end. So yeah, let's straight away get into Instagram marketing. Before we begin, I would just like to ask everyone, like, how many of you have already used Instagram for your business, or you're using Instagram regularly? Can you just say yes in the chat? Yeah, great, great, great. Many of you. Awesome. Great. So yes, and we are going to see how you can use Instagram. What are the best practices? Just give me a minute. There's a lot of wind here. Yeah, how the best practices of Instagram and how you can grow your business through this. So let's straight away get started. I'll just quickly tell you some interesting facts about Instagram. It is the second most downloaded app in the world. And if you see the age group which uses Instagram, it is 18 to 35-year-olds make the have the biggest share in this. So if your target audience or your customers are in this age group, they are very likely to be using Instagram, and that's why you should be focusing on Instagram to grow your business. India has the most Instagram users in the world. That is also an interesting fact. And I would, since all of you are, using Instagram, I wouldn't, like to spend a lot of time in explaining what Instagram is. But basically, it is a visual platform, and it's very useful for businesses, especially businesses who have, products which you can click great photos of, or, you can create good content of, or videos of. So Instagram can be useful for all of you. So if you haven't yet, created a business page on Instagram, I will just share this link in the chat so that you can, it will guide you to create a business page basically. So you can check this link out if you have not created an Instagram page yet. So yeah, I've already asked you this question, and many of you have are using Instagram. So let's straight away get into the best practices. Now, what should you do once you download Instagram, have your business page set up on it? First thing, these are some hygiene factors, and everything is equally important. So let's take a look at the profile pic. Some businesses I've observed for their profile pic, not just on Instagram, but even on Facebook or other platforms, they just have some of their brochures or some random photo as their profile pic. So that doesn't really look professional. It doesn't give that business feel. So what I would like to say is, if you have your own logo, you can use that for your profile picture, and that will give, that's an identity of your business. So your logo can come in your profile picture. It can also come in your whatever creatives and videos you're designing. So yeah, that's one uh, thing. And if you have some notepad, you can just write it down somewhere. If you want to create a logo, there's a platform called canva.com. You can use that to create a logo, and we are going to just briefly take a look at Canva as well. There are certain dimensions of a logo. I've given it in the on the slide, so you can just take a look at the dimension, make a note of it, and you can design that in this dimension on Canva. Yeah, then comes the link in bio. So Instagram, as you know, it when you are creating or writing a caption, and if you post any link in the caption, it is not clickable. So what businesses or anyone does is that they have their link. Let's say it is a link to your website, or it is a link to your probably some video or your location. So it goes in your bio, and from there people can just click on that link and go to your website. So if you have a website, if you have created a website or a web store through Shopmatic, you can add that link in your bio, definitely. And then you can just add a line which describes your business. So this line will give an idea to the people, to your viewers, about what your business is about. So yeah, and let's go to the post sizes now. Once you're creating the Instagram post, these are the sizes for it. Just take a note of that, because if you are not using this size, what will happen is that the image will go out of frame and it will not look, professional. And there's the dimension of Instagram story as well. We are going to take a look at it, everything in detail in some time. Yep. So what are the ingredients of creating the perfect Instagram post? Use original and relevant images. If you have a business, and if you have, like, you're selling products, then you can click good images, good photos of those products, and you can post them. Uh, as far as possible, what I would like to say is, you can stay away from, vector type of images, or, animated images, unless and until it is very necessary. But, people like to see a genuine business, a transparent business, and whatever you have, whatever products you have, you can actually showcase them. Since Instagram is a visual platform, using high quality images is very important. And the other thing is posting consistently with the help of a content calendar. Now, what this content calendar is, we are also going to take a look at that. So this is a content calendar, or a social media calendar, you can call it. So this calendar, what it will help you to, plan things in advance. When you want to, uh, since you are all entrepreneurs and you are busy in so many things. So this calendar will actually help you to manage your time, and without neglecting Instagram or without neglecting social media. So this calendar is very simple. You can create it on any Excel sheet or on Google Sheets, and I'll just show you how it looks like, or I've just created one over here. So what you can do is, you can just add dates over here, and the day, the themes. We are going to see what kind of themes you can prepare. Then there's this image copy, like what content goes on an image, and then caption, and which platforms you're going to post on. You can also add over here some important days. Let's say if there are any festivals on which you would like to add some offers, or things like that, you can just mark those days over here, and you can add whatever festivals are there. So basically, this will help you to plan things in advance, and you can you can use it to create plan things, let's say 2-3 weeks in advance, and so that you don't have to think every day ki aaj kya post karu, kal kya post karu, and all. Yeah, so this was the content calendar. Again, if you have any questions, just add it to the chat, and we'll take them at the end. Now, there are few tools, or you can say hacks, on how to create attractive content. One is definitely canva.com. So before we go to canva.com, let's go to first ChatGPT. This is an interesting AI tool. Most of you would be using it or would have at least heard about it, but it will give you some, it will make your content work very easy, and it can happen in like within seconds. So let's say, for example, if you are a bakery, you're selling some products, uh, some cakes and all. So, and you want to design an Instagram post. So what can do is you can just go to ChatGPT. If you don't have an account over there, you can just create your free account. And let's say there is a 10% discount that I want to give on birthday cakes. So what you can tell ChatGPT is, and I've just written something over here, but I'll again just write a message, as you can see on the screen, and I'll tell ChatGPT what I want. So um, I'll tell it to write a short, let's say, Instagram post about a discount offer of 10% on birthday cakes of Ayana Bakery, and visit the location and tell your coupon code bakery10. Or let's say visit the website and add your coupon code, say promo code at the checkout. So once I click enter, it will give me the content. Since it's Instagram, it will also give me all emojis and hashtags as well. So as you can see, um, yeah, so this is the content. It's become so easy now. You can just copy paste this content and add it to your calendar. And so this is just one of the posts that I have created over here, but you can describe it the way you want. The the better the input, the better will be your post. So you can just describe it, tell ChatGPT what all you want to write, and it will just give you. It's like a genie basically. Uh, so this is how you can use ChatGPT, and once you have the content, then you can design the post. Now, Canva again is a free tool. What you can do is just create your account on Canva. Once you create that, you can click on create a design. Over here on it will give you the sizes. There are ready-made sizes available. So if you want an Instagram story, you can just click on create a design, and you can select Instagram story or Instagram post, or let's say Instagram reel. So you can get all the sizes that are already here. And let's say I want to create an Instagram post now. So I will go to canva.com and do this. So besides this, there are so many things you can explore on Canva. In the design section, you can just type in bakery, and let's see what it gives. Okay, so now it has given me a lot of, you know, uh, templates, design templates. So I can select any template which I want. There are some premium templates and there are some free templates. So I'll now select one free template. And what I'll do is I'll just upload my photos. So Canva also gives you some stock images. But instead of using those stock images, what I'll do is I'll actually upload the photos of my products, and I will just, drag and drop over here. So for example, I've uploaded some photos now over here. What I'll do is, just consider I uploaded them. I'll just type in cake. Let's say this is a photo of my cake. What I'll do is I will just drag it and drop it here. And then you can just play with the text. You can change the text. You can say something like discounts, and you can add whatever 10% discount and bakery 10, whatever was the promo code, and you can even add your logo over here. So this is how you can use canva.com. You can also create interesting reels in this, since reels are the things which are trending on Instagram. You can create attractive reels on canva.com, and you can just explore it further. So since we have less time today, I won't get into how to create a reel and all. We are going to cover it in short later on. But let's now go to what all themes can you have in your content or social media calendar. So here are some themes which I have jotted down. It could be behind the scenes videos of your shop or your setup, or if you have an online store, you can just show them how you're packing things and all. Some inspirational quotes. People just don't want to see or read about your products every time. So it's better that you have a variety of posts. You can even have some team selfies or some testimonials from your happy customers over there. So think of it from your audience point of view. What would your audience like to see and hear from you? And that's how you can, come up with some interesting themes. Then coming to hashtags. Now, hashtags are important on Instagram. Whenever you are posting, whenever you're writing a caption or you're uploading you're creating any story, you can add hashtags to it. The maximum hashtags which are permitted in any post is 30 hashtags, but I'll suggest you can just keep it to around, let's say, 10 or 11 hashtags per post. And there are some tools as well which will help you to which will help you to get hashtags for your particular business. And these hashtags could be generic. Let's say, for example, let's say I'm a nutritionist. Probably my hashtags could be nutrition tips or health and wellness, and things like that. So I can keep, let's say, a combination of unique and generic hashtags on every post. And I'll just add this link to the chat. If you want, you can check out how to add shop now icon to. Okay, we are going to see that later on. Uh, the profile pic with logo be created separately instead of. Okay, I'll take the questions later on. Okay, so yeah, this was about the hashtags. You can check out the tool which I have shared the link on chat, and you can have create hashtags for your own business. Then moving on to stories. Now, Instagram stories are where you can, I mean, story is basically a 24-hour image or video, whatever you're uploading on an Instagram story, it will be just available for 24 hours. And of course, we'll see what highlights are, but just let's focus on story as of now. So these are you can use a story to engage with your audience. You can create some polls. You can, have or your audience ask you some questions on it. You can have more than Instagram feed. So if you're adding an Instagram story, it will be mostly visible to your audience. So think about, just you can explore it. You can there are so many things you can do on a story. So you can just explore it and find it out. Uh, so since to Okay, so these are some examples of stories. You can even tag some of your audience, some of your followers who have, let's say, done, if you have run a contest, you can just tag them in your Instagram story. You can ask people to, vote whether if you want to take a poll, if this color of your product is looking good or that color of your product is looking good, you can just take a poll over there. And it's just limited to your own creativity. You can do a lot of things over here. Now, since stories are available for only 24 hours, if you want to create, if you want to have them on your profile for a longer time or forever, you can create highlights. So these highlights are something like playlists. So if I want to create a highlight of, let's say, birthday cakes, or if I'm a nutritionist, if I want to create a highlight of with probably diabetes tips, and so on. So I can just keep adding whatever stories I add every day to these highlights. So I would add all my diabetes tips wala stories to my highlight on diabetes tips, and I would add my, let's say, diet tips to a different highlight. So all these you can just create different highlights. It can be sort of a playlist, and people, when they just click on those highlights, they can see all the things that you've been adding about diabetes tips, or let's say birthday cakes to that particular thing, and it'll be easier for them to view. So yeah, definitely you should be creating highlights for your business. Um, I've just given you how to create a highlight. It is pretty simple. Since yeah, we've just got around 15 minutes, I won't get into the details. Uh, but yeah, we will share this recording with you, and you can take a look at this. It is pretty simple. Okay, now going to Instagram Reels. Instagram Reels are, very trending these days, and everyone is creating their own reel. So Reels are 90 seconds is the longest length which you can create a reel of. And even if you create a reel of, let's say, 15 or 30 seconds, that is also fine. But I would say you can, at least create 1 or 2 reels every week, depending on the time that you have, because people engage a lot more to reels. And Canva definitely can help you to create these reels. One of the interesting things is that, when you go to Instagram, and when you are, just searching on Instagram, you also see some reels which have some trending music. So this music, you can, once you click on that music, you can create a reel from there, and it will get more engagement. So this is kind of a hack. You can just note it down, and you can use those trending music to create different reels. So that's how you can create interesting content on Instagram, and see to it that you are making a lot of reels. If you're doing it one every week, that is also fine. You can, there are so many things you can just explore on Instagram. Because since we are short on time over here, I can't get into all the details. But once you start making reels, once you start making or creating stories, you'll come to know that there are so many features available over there. Some of it we've already covered over here, and you can create interesting content. So this is where you can discover all the reels on Instagram. This is the button. Yeah, and I'll just post a video on chat. I'll post the link. So it will tell you how to create Instagram reels in just 5 simple steps. Give me- yeah. So you can watch this video and see how you can prepare a reel. Okay. Then there is also online reputation management. Now, what happens is, once you have once you have few people following you, your Instagram account is all set, and people are also interacting with you. They will also comment on your products. So it is important that you respond to all these comments as soon as possible, so that it looks like you are active. It also builds up the trust in your audience. Sometimes you will also get some negative comments on Instagram. So it is important that you address them as well. You shouldn't ignore those. If you have some bad product review, you can just, understand from that particular customer what was his problem, and you can offer him a solution. So seeing that you are doing this, it will build credibility among all your other followers, and the trust factor will increase, and that's how you can improve your engagement with the audience, and they will, come to you again and again. So now here are some Instagram hacks, what you can do, and you can probably, use it if you're already, set up on Instagram. This is something you can, uh, these are some hacks which you can use. First is, you can get your competitors followers. How? So what you can do is you can just go on Instagram if you already know your competitors or businesses who are on Instagram and they are your competition. You can just go to their profile. What you can do is on their post, you will find there are different people who have, let's say, commented on their post. So what you can do is you can just follow these people. You don't need to worry about if they would like your product or not because they have followed an account which is similar to yours. So you can just send them a follow request. If they accept, if their profile is public, they'll just you can directly like and comment on one of their photos, and you can engage with them. You can say something like, "Hey, uh, great content," or you can just probably give them a compliment or something, and that you can. So if you follow them, there's a high chance that they will follow you back. So this is how you can increase your followers as well on Instagram. And uh, yeah, of course, it won't work every time. You might not get 100% result in this, but definitely this can be used to increase your followers and get the right followers, particularly. Then post often and consistently. So see, Instagram is a platform where you can add stories almost every day, and it's not like the story should be professional or you should be creating something very professional. And you can just probably you use your phone, click a photo, and post it on your story. So people want to see that genuinity. People want to see you're being transparent and you're interacting with them a lot. So that's what will give you the advantage over others. Geo tag your posts. So particularly if you have a shop, you can add the location of your shop when you are creating a post, so that it's easy for people to find you out. Then use a strong call to action button. You can also say in some posts, like you can ask your followers to double tap if they like your post. It's so common in Instagram reels these days. At the end of every reel, or even sometimes at the starting, people say, "Hey, if you like this reel, double tap on it and share it with your friends," or so. You can even ask people to tag a friend in the comments. You can also run contests on Instagram. So people, what they do is they run contests like tag 5 friends in the comments and like this post to get a 25% discount on so and so product, or win tag 5 friends and in the comments and win so and so goodie. So these are contests which you can run to increase your engagement. Once people start tagging their friends in the comments, naturally they will come to know of this. The network will grow and your reach will also grow. So these are there are some more Instagram hacks. You can use influencer marketing. Now, what is influencer marketing? If you happen to know people on Instagram who are, let's say, related to your industry, there are, if you have, let's say, something in the food sector, then there are so many food bloggers who are available on Instagram. So what you can do is you can approach them on Instagram, and they will, have 5,000, 10,000, or even more than that, uh, the number of followers. So you can approach them and you can ask them to, probably promote some of your products, talk about your products, and you can get a lot of engagement from there. Sometimes you'll have to pay the influencer for this. Sometimes it works like a barter. You can send them free products or so. So you can definitely use Instagram influencer marketing. Then you can also do some collaboration posts. Now, this is not so new, but yeah, a new feature on Instagram. But so what you can do is when you are uploading any post on Instagram, you can invite someone as a collaborator, and so that their audience also gets to see your post. So these collaborators could be either your business partner, or if there is some partner who you have tied up with, you can invite them for this, or a business, or let's say a complementary business to yours. If you are doing something together, you can invite them as the collaborator as well. But yeah, you can just invite one collaborator, not more than that. Then again, we have discussed this: post high quality photos and be as transparent as possible. So these are some Instagram hacks that I just covered. And there is also another part to Instagram boosting, and how you can run ads on Instagram. It will be difficult to cover it in this session, but definitely you can boost your posts on Instagram, and it will help you to reach to people who are other than your followers, basically. So you can uh, when you're boosting a post, you can select the location in which you want to boost the post. You can select the age group, the gender, you can select the interests of people, and more. So you can run some ads on Instagram, you can boost the post so that it reaches a wider audience. And yeah, it is important to not keep your profile private. If you have a business page on Instagram, a profile is okay to be private, but yeah, definitely not a business page. Uh, so yeah, you can boost the post. We won't get into this right now so much. But yeah. Yeah, someone had asked about Instagram Shop. So Instagram Shop is available only for some eligible businesses in India as of now. It's not available for everyone. So we'll have to wait on this, and probably Instagram will bring in this shop on in India for everyone. But yeah, it's currently not for everyone on Instagram. So I won't get into these details either. So finally, I would, and we'll take the questions now, but I would just like to conclude by saying, see, social media marketing is something that you can't ignore. You will have to do this. You'll have to be on social media, especially in these times post-pandemic. Uh, so if you have to be on social media, if you have to do Instagram marketing and there's no other option, then you've got two choices. One is you can do it by yourself. These tips will help you to do that. You can just further research on your own, and you can be active on Instagram. You can manage your own business page. But if you are a business who or an entrepreneur who doesn't have that much of time, then definitely the services which Vaishali spoke to you about will help you out in this. So I'll just quickly tell you about a couple of services which we have created for small businesses and entrepreneurs. And these we have designed, and of course we have kept the cost in mind. These are very affordable. Since the Asra is a not-for-profit foundation, the costs are very, I would say on the lower side from other agencies, but at the same time you are getting the work which is at par or even better than industry standards. So one such service is called Online Starter or Go Online. If you are not, if you haven't if you don't have your Instagram page or Facebook page or Google My Business page, we will help you out. We will set up your pages, make them as per the industry standards, and we will also manage those pages for a couple of weeks, add some interesting content to it, so that you are there online, and you are present on these platforms. So this is one service. Then there's other service called social media marketing, where we will manage your Instagram and Facebook page month on month, and we will create the content. Our experts will create this content. We will manage your Facebook and Instagram page, and every week we will be posting some reels and interesting content on behalf of you, and also we will be boosting some of the posts. So this is what social media management service would cover: Instagram and Facebook. So, Omkar and Nidhi, I'll just request you to send the links in the chat. And like Vaishali said in the beginning, there are some discounts for Shopmatic and the Asra users. And if you, I mean, you'll get 10% discount on the Asra services, and you will also get 10% discount on Shopmatic subscriptions. So I would, before I, take the questions, I would just like to talk about the partnership once again, which the Asra and Shopmatic have, because we are helping small businesses in this. And so Shopmatic is it's a leading e-commerce platform, and the Asra, as you know, it is a not-for-profit foundation. Both are supporting entrepreneurs and small businesses, and we have announced a strategic partnership to help small businesses grow their online presence and widen their customer base. So through this partnership, Shopmatic will be assisting all the entrepreneurs to create their own online store and sell their products, while the Asra will be offering or giving access to a range of business services, which includes all the legal compliances, GST, trademark registrations, as well as all these the services like expert clinic and social media marketing, and all these services. So this was about Shopmatic and Dayasra. Uh, and yeah, Omkar and Nidhi, you can just add the links to the chat so that whoever is interested can avail these services and these amazing discounts. And now we will take the questions as well. So let me just open the chat. Okay, I'll start from the beginning. Should the profile pic with logo be created separately instead of uploading your existing logo as a profile pic? Okay, so if you have already created a logo, and if it is in the right proportions that we spoke about, you can directly upload that as your profile picture. Um, and you can just see whether it is fitting the frame. If it is going out, you can just probably not redesign it, but just you can just change the adaptation, and the size is given in the PPT, and you can just use Canva to make your profile picture in that or your logo in that particular dimension. How to add shop now icon to the Instagram post. Yeah, so unfortunately, it is Instagram shop is not available for all the businesses in India. It will come up in future. Right now, you can just probably, if you are using Instagram ads or you're boosting the post, you can just add this button over there, but you'll have to definitely pay to do that. And you can add it when you're boosting, you can add it to your post. Can't read, can use. Okay. How to attract more viewers, followers, and buyers. So yeah, we spoke about different ways on how you would be able to do that. Most of the things we spoke about right now are organic, or things which don't require money to be given to Facebook for that. So those were the organic things. There's a completely different side to it called Instagram ads, Meta ads. So you can use those to attract more viewers and followers and buyers. What is the right time to post? The insights on the page aren't really helpful. How does one attract more followers? Okay, so on Facebook, if you're using the Facebook Business Suite, and if you know about that, then it will give you the active time when people are available or most active on your platform. So you can use the active time feature to post, and it will give you the time when your audience is the most active. And that's how you can get more engagement. So if you are not using Facebook Business Suite, please do that. For that, your Instagram and Facebook page would need to be connected. How does one attract more followers? Yeah, so we just spoke about some hacks and ways in which you can do that. While linking payment option for boosting, is it advisable to use savings or current account? Any advantage of one over the other? Interesting question. I'll need to get back to you for this. And I'll do some research and tell you whether a savings account is useful or better, or current account is better. It's kind of deals with some financial things. So let me get back to you for this. I'll just send you my email address on chat. If you have any questions, you can just probably send them to me and I will answer them. While boosting the ad, how much? Okay, so this is we are unfortunately we won't get into boosting or ads right now. It's a very different topic altogether, and it will need a lot of time to cover. So probably we can take a session just for boosting and ads later on. What is the size of the picture? Okay, so if it is a post, if it is an Instagram post, the size is 1080 by 1080 pixels. I'll just write it on in the chat. So I hope you were asking for Instagram posts. So yeah. And if you go to canva.com, it will give you all the sizes as well. You don't have to think about it. You can just click on create a design and it will give you uh, the ready-made sizes of Instagram post, Instagram reel, Instagram story. So yeah. Okay, so I think we have covered most of the questions. Yeah, Nidhi, you want to add something?
Sahil, so everybody wants to know this one question, that is, what should we actually post, a reel, a post, or a story on Instagram? Everyone is confused because everyone is doing everything. So what do you actually suggest our audience?
Okay,
There.
that's a good question. Okay, so what you can do is see the content like we saw earlier. You can post frequently and you can post a lot on Instagram. There are certain things. Okay, so Instagram story is just, and each has its own advantages. Story has its own advantages. Instagram reel has its own advantages. So Instagram reel is a video, so it will take you some time to prepare. It won't be as simple as just clicking a photo and adding it to a story or a post. So definitely Instagram reel will take you some time to prepare. So even if you add one reel every week, I would say that is good enough. You can and stories and posts, so you can add probably 3-4 posts every week. And stories, they're pretty interesting and people are engaging with stories a lot. There's also another thing which you can do on Instagram where you can just go onto users or your follower stories. You can like those stories, and so that you come under their attention.
Right.
So this is another hack which you can
So
all of you
that's a
can
very
use.
interesting hack, Sahil.
So yeah, definitely. So you can post as many stories as you want, but see to it that you're not just posting any random pics or random photos to it. You can create different types of stories. You can engage with the audience. You can ask them. You can create a poll. You can take a quiz. There's so many things you can do on stories. So see to it that you have a different variety of stories that you share, so that the audience doesn't get bored of seeing the same things again and again.
Correct. I think story allows us a lot of creative freedom, and we can do a lot of behind the scenes, tag people, they can repost, so that way our business can grow better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. There's another question from Shilpa.
Yes, can the business page be created independent of personal profile? Yes, I think that is possible on Instagram. You can create your business page. You can directly go to Instagram and create your business page. Just correct me if I'm wrong, Nidhi. But on Facebook, you'll need to have a profile and then create a page.
No, so can the business page be created independent of personal profile? If the question is that you can make a personal account and a business account, yes, you can do both. However, in future, if you want to make your personal account as business account, you just have to turn the toggle on by going on Instagram settings. So both are doable. It's not like Facebook that you need to create a certain page, as Sahil mentioned. And on Instagram also, I would like to add, there are two types of accounts now. So one is personal, the other is business, and the third one, which has recently been added, is a professional account. So depending on what the usage is, you can select from Instagram settings. And there was another question, whether to choose savings account or current account by Sayali, I believe. So basically savings account are usually for personal banking, Sahil, and current accounts we use for business transactions. So from my experience, what I have noticed is that if you're, for example, if I want to become whatever, if I aim to or aspire to become an influencer, if it's an individual account, then I would prefer to use my savings account, like a regular account that I use. However, if I want to create a business out of it, and I already have, and not out of hobby, like I already have a GST number, etc., then I would suggest to go for the current account only, because then all your work related stuff can go to your current account and not savings account. So
Great.
yeah,
Yeah,
so if
thanks
you're
for
boosting,
answering
then
that,
I
Nidhi.
feel current account would
Yeah.
do a good job. Yep.
There's another question. Any difference between professional and business account?
So there only basically you get an option. The difference between professional and business account, you get an option there only. Usually the influencers opt for professional account, and small businesses like fashion, lifestyle, or any such industries, they choose business account. And why you need to choose what is also mentioned there only under which account you need to select. Instagram mentions it. So whatever criteria you are okay with, you can select that.
Right. Great. Thanks for that.
Thanks, Seema.
Cool. Any more questions? We are almost towards the end of the session. We are just 3 minutes to go. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, you can just either mail them to me. You can just ask them in the chat right now as well. And definitely you can opt for these services of Shopmatic and Deasra, because Shopmatic will help you to create your web store from where, and Instagram marketing or social media marketing service of Deasra will help you to get more people on that web store or get more orders on that web store. So from that web store. So it's kind of a great partnership and combination that we have over here, and you can make use of it.
So basically, if this collaboration between Deasra and Shopmatic, we've collaborated to make the lives of small businesses easier by giving them obviously educating them with these webinars, yes, but also if someone does not have the time, Deasra can help you with the social media services, whereas Shopmatic can help you build a web store almost for free. So yes, and there is also a promo code mentioned in the chat already. So I think you guys can use this. Maybe Omkar can send the links again here in the chat below before we conclude. Sayali, to answer your question, if you have a current account, then yes, why not? Then yes, it is advisable. But if you don't have one, then I don't think you need to open one if you're handling an individual account. Yeah, that's the answer.
Awesome. So I think if there are no more questions, I would just like to thank everyone for attending, and also thank you to the Asra's team and Shopmatic's team for arranging this. And yeah, see you soon.
Thank you so much, Sahil.